Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are going, myself and my son, and we're going fishing on the Black River area of Pool 8, Mississippi River. And we're going to be trying out a new toy that my daughter got me for Father's Day, and we're really looking forward to using it. Hopefully to knock out some dead water. But let's get out there and do some fishing and see if this new toy from my daughter works. Alright, we are going to put in the Humminbird Smartstrike Wisconsin card into my Helix, and my daughter got this for me for Father's Day, so I've been really antsy to try it. So I'm going to set the camera down for a minute and put the card into the fish finder, and we're going to see how it works. Okay, got this card. It goes in the slot on the side here somewhere. Not sure which way it goes. Click it all the way in. We put the cover back on so it stays waterproof. Okay, let's turn this back on again. So now it's starting to read the card. And Darius is going to keep casting while we're waiting. He put on a shirt so he's not so white. I did bring some lotion. Okay, so from what I read in the instructions, let's go to the map. Okay, we're on the map. And you can see how the depths and contours are a lot more vivid than what it normally is. See this, Derek? You can see everything. Then hit the check, and goes to Smartstrike. So I click Smartstrike, and we want to go to M, I guess, for Mississippi River. This is all these lakes. Mississippi River Pool 1, Pool 10, Pool 11, Pool 12, Pool 3, 4, 7, and we're in 8. But we're not in Vernon. We're going to be, I'm guessing, Pool 8 North. So we'll try that. Okay. And the fish species: largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, pike muskie, walleye. So we'll go largemouth bass. And largemouth bass. Time of year: summer. Time of day: I have to learn this because low flow, high flow. I'm going to say normal. Weather: clear skies, hazy. Wind: it's fairly calm. Water is stained, I would say. And we'll execute search. Okay, now all the pink areas that we're heading straight at shows where there's the best chance of largemouth bass. So this ain't gonna tell me where the fish are, but it's gonna tell me the areas. So if I zoom in and go up, see it shows all this area that's in pink. This would be the largemouth bass areas. So I'll zoom out for now. So and across the river, it says it's good for largemouth bass. And hopefully you can see this because the sun's kind of glaring on this. But yes, so it's showing us the best spots to fish for largemouth bass. So we're going to go ahead and try fishing and see if we catch any largemouth bass. We toss top waters and swim jigs, and Derek loves his MEPS spinner. So hopefully we can go for some pike too later on. But we're going to give this a try and see what happens. Supposed to be able to do offsets for the depth too. I would say it's probably 2 or 3 feet low. Oh yeah, they'd definitely be looking for deeper, cooler water. Looks like a good one too. And there we go. Yeah. There we go. That Derek just showed that the Smartstrike does work. And he has treble hooks.
Works. I can hold it too with my gun.
Nice. Okay. So Derek just caught the first bass. And
Yeah, I was going to run it right on the edge of my map side on the edge of the...
and it shows on the Smartstrike, if you can see this, that we're still on the edge of where it says the bass should be. So this ain't going to tell us how to catch them, but it's going to give us a good areas to start with. So that was a nice 2-pound bass that Derek caught. So yes. So yes, Katie, the Smartstrike seems to be working. So yes, Katie, the Smartstrike seemed to work because Derek caught the first bass. So on his MEPS spinner.
Oh yeah, they're chasing the minnows.
Oh jeez. Big bass. Derek has another big one. There we go. Wow. Derek has bass number 2. Now I guess to get him in here without getting my... Ah! Don't get me. Darn it. Okay, get him. Don't get hooked.
Yeah, you can just pull that out probably. You can grab a flash if you need.
Oh, there we go.
That's... Oh, he's a feisty boy. Let's weigh this one. He's heavy. I can feel it. Do it low so he doesn't flop out.
Stop it. Calm down. Okay, that's on 0. And he's 1 pound, 14 ounces, almost 2 pounds. So...
Let's take that picture. Okay. This is a good color too.
Switch. Hold them long ways too. Nice.
That matters. I didn't even put any dressing on it or anything.
Right. Okay, so the Smartstrike still shows that we're in the zone, and Derek just caught his second, basically 2-pound bass. So I'll try to get this bait tied on quick. Little perch.
Yeah, he attacked it and got hooked on that second hook. I knew it would work.
He did.
That's what I told you.
Not quite big enough to keep, but
Oh, I'm taking a picture.
okay, come on, let go.
If you kill it, we'll have to use it for a lure. If you kill it, we'll have to use it for a lure. Come here, let me take a picture of you.
Okay, so now that I've had a little time to play with the Humminbird Smartstrike, as you can see on this map, this has all the features of regular Lakemaster, and I can zoom in a little bit more. This, being that we're on the Mississippi River, shows the wing dams here in gray, so that's a wing dam there, and it shows all the depths and contours and everything that we come used to on Lakemaster. Let's zoom back out a little bit. See, there's another wing dam by this boat launch here, and then wing dam up over here, and then there's the interstate, and up farther here it's going to be, zoom back out, up here is going to be the dam, lock number 7 is right here, going through here. And it shows that it's 66 feet at the deepest depth. But now what I can do is, once it's installed, go to Smartstrike, and we can go to target species, keep it walleye, go summer, time of day. Now this is where some people get confused. If you're in an area that has, like the Mississippi River, it's based more on, how do you want to say it, more on water levels. So you got normal flow, high flow, low flow, in place of time of day. So that's gonna be low water levels, high water levels, and normal. And right now it's a little bit low, so it's put on low flow. Weather, let's say it's hazy, wind, let's call it a windy day. And then water, clear, murky or stained. So we'll call it murky stained. And then you can execute the search. And there in the pink squares, it's not going to tell you how to fish them, but it's going to tell you good places to start. You know, so you choose your lures and your fishing style. And now if I zoom in closer, let's go up here on this wing dam here. See, now it's showing the area is in pink, and the current is flowing this direction. So it's flowing to the south. Is the way the current's flowing, and it's showing your walleyes, best chance at walleyes on the backside of this wing dam. That's where the walleyes are going to be. So, or the best chance of where they're going to be. You know, so if I zoom back out, it'll go back to the little squares of fish. And as I'm driving the boat, I can follow these areas. That's going to show me the best places to try to go for some walleyes. And you know, so that makes it pretty slick. If I want to, I can go back to Smartstrike again, and I can switch it to, okay, now this also might confuse people. It shows walleye, largemouth, smallmouth, pike and muskie, and when you're looking at regular lakes, which I'll show you in a minute, it does show other species of fish. So let's go to pike and muskie, and go back down. Oh, let's do summer again. Let's do low flow, hazy skies, windy, and the water is murky stained because it's in the Mississippi River. It's always murky or stained. Execute. Now that's going to show you the fish. Now I got a phone call. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. That was Patty on the phone, but so we were having pike. So this is showing the best areas to fish for pike. You know, and this is all on pool 8 on the Mississippi River. So a lot of these backwaters and stuff you would think would be good, but your best chances are where these pink fish are at, these little square boxes. As I zoom in on it, it's going to show that the best chances of pike are mostly along these shorelines. Looks like, and they move over a little bit here, and like 10 feet and under is going to be the best places for pike. So on the next screen we will show you the lake choices, and let's get this fly out of here. One other thing I will show you quick, I go back to menu, go back to Smartstrike. You have advanced features, and you can go to preset searches, and you can do entire lake, and you can do depth and slope. So I go to that. I can click on gradual, that's the slope. So, and then I go sun. So the sun sets in the west. So right now it's kind of a high sun, so that's to say it's southwest. And so then we go back again, hit the exit button. Proximity, none, or distance from shoreline. So you can say 80 feet, 16 or 165 feet. So 80 feet from the shoreline, or a boat ramp, vegetation, shallow areas, deep areas, base drop-offs, or points. So inside bends, ledges, inlets, bays and coves, main lake. So we'll just keep it on main lake for now. And then structure, you do points and humps, inside bends, large drop-offs, or base drop-offs. So we'll let's call it limited search, spots on spots, points and humps. So we'll exit, and then we can execute search again. That's in your advanced features. Now it's going to show the areas according to the features I just entered in. So if I back off again, it's going to show the areas on all the different backwaters and stuff that are good for pike. So now let's change it to a different lake. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to menu, go back to Smartstrike, and we're gonna clear the results. And the results are cleared, and now if I exit, it's going back to my basic mapping of depth and structure. But I want to check out a different lake, so go to Smartstrike on the menu. Let's go to select lake. So I'm just going to keep it on A because we have a lake Arbutus right here, which is in Clark County. It's about an hour away from here. I've never fished it, but I've always wanted to go up there, so this is going to make it a little bit easier if I go fishing up there. So I'm going to click Lake Arbutus, and now I'm going to go to the species. I go now it's expanded now, so I got walleye, muskie, northern pike, largemouth bass, smallmouth bass, bluegill, crappie, yellow perch. So let's say I want to go up there and I want to fish crappies. We're in the summer. We're going to do midday. See, now instead of showing the high flow, low flows, that's only on areas that you do have a flow. So if you're fishing a river system or a lake that might have a river system, that's gonna change to the high flow, low flow, medium flow. So now time of day, I can do morning or afternoon, midday, dawn or dusk, and let's do midday. Weather, we'll do clear skies this time. Wind, calm or windy, we'll do calm. And water up there is more clear, so we'll keep it on clear, and then we'll execute search. And now it didn't bring that lake map up, but what I can do is I can zoom out away from the Mississippi River. So this is a Wisconsin program. You can get the card for other states as well, but now it's showing most of Wisconsin right here. It shows a little fish symbol. So that's going to be Lake Arbutus. So I'm going to go up to that fish symbol. Then I'm going to start zooming in. And right there is Lake Arbutus. Move the cursor up on top of that. And I'm going to go in, and now it's going to show me on Lake Arbutus where the best spots are to fish for the crappies. So looks like the river inlet, a couple different points. Here's the drop off here. So that is looks like there's a hump there. And see this still little pink square there. So that's going to show me one spot that I can try. It's a little hump, it goes 30 feet, then all the way up to 18 feet. Then drops back down again. So let's zoom back out and check some other areas on Lake Arbutus. Here's this point right here, and you can see that's this pretty steep ledge, it looks like, and we're right on top of the fish. We're gonna zoom in, and it's showing the pink squares here, and it's a pretty sharp drop off. Goes on 27 feet here, so that goes up in the shallow area. It's going to be more like 4 feet, so the crappie is going to be on that drop off. So when you have a different lake and you just want to look it over, you can zoom out on the whole map, and we can check different lakes throughout the entire state. So, and like I said, you can zoom it back, and whatever lake you choose, it'll pop up, and you just look for the fish symbol and then zoom in, and that's going to show you the lake that you're fishing on. We can, and if you want to go to menu, Smartstrike, you can go to select lake again, And then you got A, lakes that start with a B, C, D, E. So there's all the different lakes. That's the Eagle River chain. So Eagle River. Again, we're gonna switch, and let's say we just want to go bluegill fishing. Time of day, we'll do it in the morning. The weather will be hazy, calm winds, clear water, and we can execute the search. So now I just gotta look for that fish, and there it is, way at the top of Wisconsin. So that was right in here. There it is right there. You can zoom in. So, and there's a lot of lakes in northern Wisconsin. So this is the Eagle River chain. So there's a chain of lakes up in Eagle River. So we'll keep zooming in on it. And this is going to show the best places to start if you want to fish for bluegills. So we'll go there on top of the fish species. We'll zoom in, and it looks like most of the bluegills are in pretty much 5 feet or less, and showing the whole pink line. So it's saying fish that drop off, and it looks like about 7 to 9 feet of water is going through that area. So you might fish shallow, might get some small bluegills, but your best chance at a decent bluegill is going to be along that pink line. So that's how you can find different lakes in the state to fish. And like I said, this is all for Wisconsin. So there's gonna be some lakes that let's go to this Lone Store Lake. Just zoom in on that. So this lake, it shows all the contours and depths, just like the Lakemaster is going to show, but it might not be on the Smartstrike system. The Smartstrike is for primarily the HD lakes, they call it, which I guess Humminbird goes around and Lakemaster, and they, go through each of the lakes for what's best. And so, but all the lakes are still going to show the full Lakemaster depths and contours. But let's just exit, and now it's showing back home. But yeah, so that's the Smartstrike system. If you're going to a lake for the first time, you can search it, find it, and you can search out the lakes that you're fishing to really knock out a lot of areas that are going to be, dead fishing. It's gonna allow you to kind of scout the lake before you go to that lake, so you have a good idea where you're gonna fish. So that's the system, and it was a Father's Day present from my daughter Caitlin, who is a U.S. Army veteran, and she is awesome, and her husband, who's also a veteran, and my grandson Asher. So, but they live in New York State, so if I go to New York fishing, I'm gonna have to get the card for New York so we can figure that one out too. So, but this is gonna really knock out dead water and allow you to start fishing where the fish might be. So if you have a Humminbird fish finder with GPS mode, the Lakemaster Smartstrike will work in that Helix. It also works for some other higher end units, but the Helix are the affordable units, and that work really, really good. So that's it, and hope you enjoyed it. Okay, so that's the Smartstrike system. I'm really starting to enjoy this a lot, because if I go fishing in other areas and different lakes, I can bring it up on the menu. Has hundreds of lakes in Wisconsin. It covers Minnesota. They have them for South Dakota. They have them, the Smartstrike, for many different areas. And if you want to get a Lakemaster card for your Humminbird, you can. I gotta quit saying but the Smartstrike allows you to have all the benefits of Lakemaster, but also give you that fish finding feature that allows you to go to a lake and not fish the dead areas. You can fish the areas that are best suited for that fish for that time of day. And like I said, the Mississippi, since it's a river system, I'm sure probably Wisconsin River, and if you're down south, maybe like, Tennessee, there are different river systems down there that go high and low. They're gonna say, low flow, high flow, instead at the time of day. Whereas in a lake that is not based off a river system, it will, maybe a small river is gonna be different, but it will allow you to do the time of day and expand the species of fish that you're going after. So hopefully this wasn't too boring for you. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smartstrike, if you want to go Lakemaster, is the way to go. It's an awesome system. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.